guys just like take a breath with me? Feel overwhelmed.
Yes.
Thank you. Whole, whole, half, whole, half. That is the formula to construct a major scale in the 12-tone equal temperament system. It sounds like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I'm sure you know it. I won't insult your intelligence, but I'm not much of a singer, so you'll have to imagine the notes for yourself. You may have heard a musician refer to this as Ionian, which of course is followed by Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. And I know it sounds like nonsense, but if you ask the right person, it will all make sense. See, I've spent far too many years of my life dedicated to the study of music theory. That is, the study of describing the same thing in many different ways. And now I call myself a poet, which is to say that I describe the same thing in many different ways. Like I love you like an augmented triad. And I miss you like a minor third. As your hands feel like perfect fifths, and each chamber of your heart is a perfect fourth. But this is not a love poem. This is a music poem. So let me get back to the lines, which of course on the treble clef are labeled E, G, B, D, F. Every good boy deserves fudge. You know, I had a good boy once, so he was within my reach, just constantly pushing and pulling against one another, searching for harmony or resolution, but stuck in this endless cycle of loops and codas. And okay, I did get distracted again, but this is not a love poem. This is a music poem. So let me get back to that. Whole note rest. You know, those are really good at building tension or bringing resolution. It kind of just depends on the context. It's like chordal harmony. If there are no thirds, there's a lot of information for you to put together on your own. That's really only relevant to soloists and bass players. And I'm not saying that bass players can't solo, but let's be honest. When was the last time you heard a good one? Where it's like seeing him smile when you walk into a room. Or noticing that he's wearing the matching cologne to your favorite perfume. That you both took off your sweaters because your bodies are just a few degrees warmer. But when you close your eyes, that you see his because you spent so much time memorizing them. My father always told me that music is math, and I can kind of see where he's coming from, because if you take a polyrhythm and play it infinitely faster until it becomes an audible tone, you'll start to see the inherent connection between ratio, rhythm, physics, and pitch. You got another point too, that being that every sound you will ever hear is connected to a series of overtones and notes within notes. To explain it simply, you know, pitches within pitches. It's how an organ works when you pull the stops, and man, I should have never told him to stop. I don't think I'll ever tell somebody to stop making me laugh ever again. Because despite my clownish behavior, I can never seem to do it for myself. But just like composition, I always drop the ball at the end. But at least you know this is not a love poem.
Wow.